In this episode, Snakemaster Vava Suresh introduces you to a rare find in Kerala, the Banded Krait. He says that he never thought in his life that this venomous snake species would be present in Kerala. He never expected to see it in the southern state of India. Recently, while I was rescuing a cobra from a houseyard at Kottur, I got a call from Banded Krait in Thiruvananthapuram. The exact location was Karipur. He said when two youths passed by his house on a bike, they saw an 8-foot-long snake crossing the road in haste. They insisted that it was nothing else but a king cobra. I told them that it can't be a king cobra since king cobras are usually found near forest areas. But now we are all astounded and delighted since we hardly find this species of snake in Kerala. But we don't know how it ended up in that location at Banded Krait. Not much studies have been done on banded kraits. They strictly prefer wetland surroundings and there is a canal at that place. That could be the reason why the banded krait was found there. This species usually come out only during the night, a possible reason why the local people didn't notice it. Thus we can conclude that a lot of varieties of species, be it below or above the ground, are yet to appear in front of our eyes. However, we reached the location and when we shone the torch around, we saw our guest sitting on a pile of dry leaves and scraps near a canal. I later talked to some snake experts in the Thiruvananthapuram Zoo and snake researchers in Karivattam University campus about the banded krait. Known as Manyavarayan in local parlance, the banded krait has an inverted V mark on its head. It has alternate yellow and black cross bands on its body and a blunt round tail end. This snake species has a maximum length of up to 6.5 feet. Now let me introduce this Indian banded krait to you. Yellow and black banded krait. This species is commonly seen in Thailand and rarely seen in the northeast states of India. There are reports that this species was recently found in the Hassan district of Karnataka and Chalkari. Chalkari Basti is a village situated in the Bokaro district of Jharkhand in India. Perhaps the first time it has been sighted. It is Snakemaster Vava Suresh who was lucky enough to catch it. The banded krait species is highly venomous and dangerous. There are reports that a person died 30 minutes after being bitten by a banded krait. Banded kraits venture out only rarely during the daytime. They are active hunters at night, searching for prey in the shadows. Banded kraits can be found in a variety of habitats, including forests, agricultural lands, and home gardens in many countries. They mostly prey on other snakes. Fish, frogs, rats, and snake eggs are other favorite food items. Banded kraits are the largest of the krait species. They grow up to a maximum length of 2.1 meter or 6 feet 11 inch. They mate during March and April. A banded krait lays 4 to 14 eggs, which take about 60 days to hatch. The hatchlings will be 30 centimeters long and venomous. They can be dangerous as well. This is our rare guest. The banded krait is a species that stands out from other snakes. In my life, I have never seen this species in reality, but only in photos and videos. This is my first encounter with a banded krait. We now acknowledge its presence in Kerala, the God's own country. But how it reached this place is a mystery. Anyway, we are leaving the job of finding that out to researchers. See, the tail is not lengthy. It is blunt and rounded at the end. On the head there is an arrow-like mark though a bit faint. See, the eyes are very black. There are many snake catchers in India and they might have spotted it only very rarely. But we have got many common kraits. By the way, the coloration of common kraits is generally black or bluish black with about 40 thin white crossbars. But these crossbars may be indistinct or absent in the anterior part of the body. The banded krait is highly venomous. Its venom contains neurotoxins that can affect the brain. The snake can move fast and lunge at enemies. I am leaving it to the ground to watch its movement. See, its movement is faster than that of the king cobra. So catching it is a dangerous job, as it can lunge at the person trying to catch it. Look at that! It's trying to hide its head inside grass and dry leaf piles. It hates light. Not even small rays of light can it tolerate. Kraits are nocturnal creatures because their prey, including non-venomous snakes, usually come out in the night. See, since it is daylight hours now, the snake doesn't seem to want to stay near me. It's going in search of darkness. If it manages to crawl into some burrow or hole, it would be hard to find it again. By the way, after catching the snake, I got a call from Thiruvananthapuram Zoo authorities asking me to hand it over to the zoo. A forest official also made the same request as it was a rare find. If we release it into the forest, we won't get a chance to learn about this species. The vets at the zoo will be able to study the snake, its shedding of the skin and more if we give it to them. Other krait species shed skin once in 10 or 15 weeks. But in this case, I am not sure since this is my first experience with this particular species. Even in the book Snakes of India, a copy of which I have with me, there are not many details about the banded krait. Now, what we are going to do next is to safely hand over our guest to the Thiruvananthapuram Zoo. Then, zoo visitors can also watch the snake at close quarters. It will probably be housed in the reptile house in the zoo. In India, the longest kraits are banded kraits with a maximum length of up to 6.5 feet. The size is fairly large as well. In Kerala, we may not see a common krait as big as this. Our guest is, however, healthy and well nourished. Its stomach is full. March, April and May are the months the banded krait lays eggs. It is said that like other kraits, the banded krait also takes 60 days to hatch its eggs. It mostly stays in the burrow during the daytime, but during heavy downpours, if rainwater sweeps into the burrow, the snake will come out and crawl up a tree or move to some elevated place. It may even enter the nearby house compound. See how it has turned back to bite me so quickly. When I just moved forward to catch it, it did react at lightning speed. As I told you earlier, the banded krait dislikes light. Here, the daylight and the light used for shooting this scene seemed to be irritating our guest. Anyway, it appears to be a female snake. The features of its head, tail, and genital area hint at that. Let me remind you, if get bitten by this snake species, it can turn out to be deadly. Now let me count both yellow and black stripes. Yeah, there are 35 yellow stripes and 34 black stripes. In our state, there is a non-venomous snake called shield-tailed snake because of its tail's shape. Its tail end appears to be cut off. But see, the end of this tail is blunt and rounded. So, dear viewers, hope you enjoyed watching our new rare and special guest. We shall meet you next time with a new guest. Till then, big hi to our viewers.